Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The Wahala happening in APC is skyrocketing every day. Right now, the party is almost being torn apart, considering the fact that the APC National Working Committee says they know nothing about the announcement earlier given by the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. Don't forget that today, Godswill Akpabio at about 11:20 had announced that Senator Ogbeyemi Bamidele of APC Ekiti Central that he is the Senate Majority Leader and the former Senate Leader Senator Alindume APC Borno South that he is now the Senate Chief Whip. Went further to disclose that the first timer in Senate, talking about Senator Dave Umahi of APC, that he is the deputy leader, and Senator Lola Ashiru, that she is the deputy chief whip. And it didn't go well with everyone, I must say, because immediately after the announcement, there was an emergency meeting which involved the National Working Committee of the party alongside the national chairman with all the governors. And they said whatever that was read out there, that they have no idea about it. And you can imagine what is about to happen in APC right now, because with this move, we are very sure that there is going to be a lot of reaction, especially from the northern fold, because they believe that they have not been given the kind of treatment that they should be given. Meanwhile, here in the presidential election petition court, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been given a fresh order by the court, and they are telling him that he must defend his electoral victory, which means it is now his turn to come out and give his defense. Now, according to the info, the presidential election petition court in Abuja has ruled that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must present his defense in a petition filed against his declaration as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. The petition was brought by the Labour Party and its candidate, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. The court decision came after the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, unexpectedly concluded its defense in Obi's petition. INEC had initially planned to call three witnesses, but lead counsel Mr. Abubakar Balarabe Mahmood abruptly announced the closure of their defense during Tuesday proceeding. Tinubu's lead counsel, Wale Olanipekun, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, assured the court that his client is fully prepared to commence his defense on July 5th. Olanipekun stated that they would present witnesses and documents to substantiate Tinubu's victory in the presidential election. And during the proceeding, INEC witness Dr. Lawrence Bayode acknowledged that the electoral body encountered technical glitches during the presidential election. However, he maintained that these glitches did not impact the conduct of the election, the collation of results, or the declaration of the outcome. Addressing allegations of blurred result sheets on INEC portal, Dr. Bayode, the Deputy Director of Information and Communication, stated that clear result sheets can still be obtained upon request. And the big question is, why is it not being uploaded into the IREF? Now, the court has scheduled the next hearing in the petition for tomorrow, which is July 5th, providing President Tinubu with the opportunity to present his defense and address allegations raised by the Labour Party and its candidate, Peter Obi. This has generated a lot of reactions from Nigerians, but most interestingly, there is a lot of imbalance in APC right now, especially with the upcoming word or upcoming info that the National Working Committee says they know nothing about what Godswill Akpabio was speaking on the Senate floor by 11:20 a.m. today. The situation is becoming very cumbersome, and I don't know how he will be able to handle all of this with Bola Ahmed Tinubu also about to defend itself. Don't forget that right now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one may say, can face anything from the judiciary, because if the judiciary decides today to say, Oga, this election was not credible enough, which therefore means he has to step aside. A lot of people are saying that it is totally impossible for such to happen, but who knows? There's always a first time, and it may happen in our own time. But most interestingly is the fact that the senior president is facing so much. The big question is what is going to happen in the next few days, especially now that there is a lot of Wahala going on in the Senate. Don't forget that Senate is one part of every government that either makes the government strong or makes the government weak. Now, before now, there have been informations that about 22 senators from the North were intending to move cross carpet to PDP, pending what he will do. Talking about the Senate president, what he will do when it comes to giving out positions, which means if it's not in their favor, automatically, some what we may see might actually be unbelievable that they will do. But some people believe that Tinubu is a strategist and that he can stand and deal with all the situation. But unfortunately, this is not happening when Tinubu is just on his own. He's facing a lot of issues from the presidential petition tribunal. Don't forget that the presidential petition tribunal, election tribunal, he has a lot of issues to answer to. Number one, there is the issue of fraud are surrounding his educational qualification. His age is an issue of concern. Apart from his age, also even the selection of his vice is an issue of concern. There are other issues of electioneering fraud that have been recorded, and people came out and presented them. Topmost on the list is that the issue of glitches, which was talked about, had been denied over and over again. So you can just imagine what the president is about to face right now. And at this point, that's when we'll really know who a true politician is. Because if he doesn't strategically position himself to deal with these issues and get people of like minds to work with him to ensure victory at the end of all these issues coming after him, especially from PEPT and also from the Senate, then we should get ready for something unbelievable. Maybe it has never happened in the history of Nigeria, but it's going to happen. God's will at Barbie. We know he's a seasoned politician who can deal it. But right now, I think that if the National Working Committee of a party withdraw their support from you as their member, it therefore means that you are about to face what you least expected. So, which means even his Senate presidency might be under heavy threat. But one of the big questions that we keep asking ourselves is when it was a turn of this guy, what's his name? The former Senate president. He Lawan enjoyed ultimate support from the Northerners, and they were just enjoying the sharing of the position. Nobody said anything. But now that the Southerners had taken over the position, they are raising doors from left, right, center, and all of that. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not drive in to stop it, it therefore means that we will see a situation whereby most of the policy this current administration will bring up will be thwarted and frustrated by even their own senators, and that will make the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu very strenuous and very difficult, I must say. However, that's where we like to leave it. Let's meet in a conversation and talk more deeply about this issue. How do you think Bola Ahmed Tinubu will play out of all this Baha staring on